Namaskar, this is Ananya Mandal, a teacher in science working at DAV Public School, Pokhariput, Bhubaneswar. I teach the students in primary level. National Education Policy 2020. To be brief, NEP 2020, a pioneer step to make India a global knowledge superpower. An education system based on Indian ethos, values, and principles. An education system which is making learning holistic and joyful. An education system which is making our students competent, skilled, and productive for country's growth. We all know that the new education policy has shifted the 10 plus 2 curriculum to 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 curriculum. This recommendation of change 10 plus 2 is for the schooling. Now, let me explain you in brief. The foundation stage will be of 5 years, which will include the students of pre-primary up to standard 2. The main focus will be on foundation literacy and numeracy. Mother tongue will play a very important role and the learning will be joyful through playway method. Next comes the preparatory stage, which is of 3 years. Here, the students reading in standard 3, 4 and 5 are included. In this method or in this stage, the learning should be based on inquiry, exploration, discovery and promote critical thinking. Use of regional language is essential. Next comes the 3 years of middle school stage. Now, in this stage, the focus will be given on adoption of various skills, vocations like coding, carpentry, etc. The interdisciplinary approach will play a very important role. Next comes the 4 years of high school stage. This is meant for classes 9, 10, 11 and 12. Means the age group of 14 to 18 years. Here, the students will get an option for their own choice of courses and streams. They can go for their own subject combinations. We all know National Education Policy stands on 5 pillars. The 5 pillars are access, equity, affordability, accountability, and quality. Now, based upon all these 5 pillars, I prefer to improve the quality of my education or the teaching learning in the class. For this, I changed my mindset. I changed my mindset to shift from rote memory to competency-based learning. I accepted that all students are unique in their own way. They all are able to get success, but with their own skills, knowledge, and attitude with the help of the different set of learning outcomes. The learning outcomes, which is a major component of competency-based education, which are measurable and will help to connect the classroom teaching to real-life situations. Now, I made the effort that the teaching in my class will be learner-centric. For this, I tried various pedagogical strategies. In short, multiple pedagogical strategies were included in my classroom transactions to make the class engaging, involving, and they are able to enjoy the class. And the best strategy that I implemented, the best pedagogy that I implemented was the storytelling pedagogy. Now, storytelling pedagogy is very interesting as the learning is joyful, meaningful, and they don't have to go for rote memory. They will remember on their own when they are visualizing and they are able to connect the story to the concept. For example, in science, we are teaching many concepts like photosynthesis, seed germination, water cycle, etc. Let me show you an example. When I am teaching the story of, when I'm telling the concept of water cycle, I start or narrate with the story of children of water. For this, we are using some stick puppets. Stick puppets like this. Now, in this stick puppets or in this story, We are choosing the characters, the dialogue, the plot, which are according to the level of the students. We are also using the finger puppets. We are also using the finger puppets when we are using the stories which are related to food chain, food web, herbivorous, carnivorous. We are using the finger puppets. Now again go back to water cycle. Now in this story, the children of water god, these two characters, they tried to help the people of the world to get water, but they did not want to disobey their father. So Anna, with magical powers, she made the water invisible by blowing hot air. And on the other hand, her brother Kevin, he made the water visible with the help of blowing cold air. So from this, blowing hot air, making invisible, blowing the cold air and making it visible, I could connect the concept of evaporation, condensation with the story. And the students could easily relate the story and the different concepts. Not only that, they are also involved in the classroom and they can also apply in their real life situations. For example, they can know that evaporation process is going on in their surrounding. When they're washing the hand, they are not wiping it, but the water is nowhere because it has evaporated. So like this, they are able to connect. For deeper learning, for holistic development, to promote Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat, art integrated projects and activities played a very important role. Students are doing the artwork, the art activities using various types of materials. Sometimes they are using the waste materials. For example, this human skeleton is made using the rough paper and the unused cardboards. So like this, many other things are made, whether you say origami, whether you say denture. So various type of art integrated activities are made. Now again, if I come back to water cycle, the art integrated activities that my students did was making of foldables. Now what is a foldable? When they are making the foldables, they are getting a very nice drawing on the above, and below it they are getting the explanation of the different things they have learned, like condensation, evaporation. So it helps them to quickly get a recap of whatever they have learned. Upper portion is very attractive, and like this they are doing many foldables like of the food chain, of the food web, the ecosystem, all these things. Again, another artwork related to water cycle is using this paper plate, using some cotton, using some paper and making it. So in this way, the art integrated activities play a very important role in my classroom transactions. We are dealing with the students of 21st century. So how can I forget about the 21st century skills? Yes, I am talking about the creativity, collaboration, communication, and last but not the least, the critical thinking. Now, for critical thinking, I have used the why, what, and how technique. Now, in this method, again, I will take the example of water cycle. After storytelling, after the explanation of the concept, after the art integration method, we are asking the critical question. We are promoting critical thinking when they're asking the right questions. What is water cycle? Why is rainy season coming after the summer season? Now, to answer these questions, they can do it with their previous knowledge or with their textbook information. But when I am asking how is water cycle influenced by human activities, they are going for critical thinking. They have to think. Now, the assessment is continuous and it is done with the help of digital online tools. For example, quizzes, word wall, Mentimeter. The recommendations of NEP has helped me a lot and improved my quality of transaction, and for deeper holistic learning has created a better classroom. Thank you.